Yo, Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. It's Daredevil. Now, this is the original Red Daredevil that came out in 2015 as a part of the Hobgoblin BAF wave, and I finally have him in my collection. I'm saying that I have had this a long time, hence the very wiggly body, but I'm finally getting around to review him. It was one that I picked up from Marvel Legends Community UK, so thank you to the guys over there who managed to hook us up with an awesome figure from long ago. It's the classic Daredevil, so I needed this in my collection as a big Daredevil fan. I grew up reading the Daredevil books, and definitely needed a traditional classic Daredevil in my collection that wasn't the Ben Affleck version, should we say, from Marvel Select. There is that new version of him coming as well in the modern black and silver armour in the classic collection, which is very nice. And we've also had the other sort of black and red costume he's had over the years as well. And we've also had the original first appearance yellow, which I have reviewed on the channel. So please make sure you check out our Daredevil playlist. I'll leave a link in the description where you can check out the other Daredevil reviews, including Elektra and Bullseye. But for now, guys, let's take a look at Daredevil himself. So he's very articulate, actually. I really like the articulation of this character. So you can look all the way up, all the way down, as well as left and right. The arms do lift up at this top hinge here and do also rotate. There's also rotation at the bicep with a double hinged elbow, and the hands are on a ball joint, so you can make his arms pull all the way in, which is very cool. Daredevil needs to be a very loose character. He's got sort of like very, athletic abilities, gymnastics and stuff like that, so he needs to be able to be very articulated. He's got a good crunch mechanism that crunches forward as well as backwards, and he's also got that waist swivel. His legs lift out all the way, as well as forwards and backwards with a top thigh cut and a double hinged knee. There's also the boot cut, and the feet are on rocker and pivot. I do have the original white billy club that came with him, but I don't use it very often. I use the red one that came with the other Daredevil. That's the one I tend to use with him, but I have got the white one somewhere. It's just I have got a big box of accessories and it's impossible to find things in there sometimes. So I just got this red one to use in the video. If you remember, it's the same one that I used in the yellow Daredevil review. I tend to keep this red club on the red Daredevil. I kind of like how it looks together. Especially when you make a photo at night with him and have him stood somewhere, that it doesn't look as red and it looks quite nice. You know, the contrast of the whole figure. Again, I wish we could get a proper billy club at some point, because I know they've used this thing to death now. I would like a civilian Matt Murdock as well in his lawyer's outfit with a proper long white cane as well. I think that'd be awesome. Well, you guys wouldn't want them? Because how cool would it be to make a diorama of a courtroom and have Matt Murdock as the lawyer? That'd be awesome. But yeah, I love this figure so much. It's one of those characters that's just so iconic that he needs to be in the collection. So had to get him. So guys, without further ado, let's head on down to the desk cam and give you guys an up-close personal look at Daredevil.
So the one thing that's always annoyed me about the Billy Club that's always been given to us by Marvel and by Hasbro is that it's not connected by a wire. Normally, in the comic books, you will always see that this Billy Club is connected by an interconnecting wire that holds the two together to be used in a nunchuck-style fashion. In the actual version that they give us, it's just two pieces of plastic pushed together with no wire, and the ends cannot be used as a grappling hook, just like it is used also in the comic books. This seems to be based on the original concept of his nunchuck, which was a police baton that he then kept in his locker at the gym and used it to save a bunch of orphans from a building, I believe, or something, when he was fighting Kingpin. That was way back in the day. The modern depiction of Daredevil, especially in his red attire, would mean that the nunchuck-style Billy Club should have the wire in the middle. That's my only gripe with this one, and that's what Muppet Labs would add to this Billy Club if they could. Beaker, don't go waving that thing around!
Alright guys, here is Daredevil out of the packaging, looking pretty swish. I'm really liking this character. Like I said, this is the traditional Daredevil. It's one that I think everyone needs in their collection, just because it's the traditional classic Daredevil. And it's pretty hard to track down now, with it being a 2015 figure. Not a lot of these exist, and when you do find them, they're quite expensive. I was lucky to get them during that period where it was still okay to find, so I managed to pick one up for about $24.99, so I'm quite happy with my price on that one. You still see a lot of characters from this wave floating around on the groups, though, including the, is it Spider-Woman, is it in this wave, and also the 2099 Spider-Man? And you still see the BAF piece flying around quite regular as well. As the BAF pieces have got a lot better since then. But people still love this one. So, I don't know. They've never reproduced the classic Daredevil, and I was very surprised with the recent, saying they're going to make the black and silver one like the armoured Daredevil, when they haven't recreated this one yet. I was half expecting this to be the one they created as a part of the sort of original, classic animated look. But going in detail, guys, there aren't many issues with this character. The actual paintwork is very immaculate. Obviously, it will have dulled a little bit over the years. It is quite an old figure now, so the paintwork may have changed. But there doesn't seem to be any issues with the paintwork. There's definitely no issues with warping or anything. The figure is a little bit loose, but again, that's just due to the age and the fact that I've posed it so often and used it for photography and everything. Do you remember a while back that I used it with the when I did my Wilson Fisk review? And I had some really good photos with him with the Wilson Fisk character. And again, there is a link that will be in the description or at the end of the video where you can check out all the other sort of Daredevil character reviews, including the Wilson Fisk review. We'll have Elektra, Bullseye, and I think I've even thrown a Spider-Man review in there for you as well. So please check out that playlist and give it some support. And I hope you enjoyed watching this bit of an older retro figure review almost. Not really retro, but you know what I mean. It's an older figure review. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you very much for watching. Let's go back to the main cam and finish off this video. So guys, what's your favourite thing about Daredevil? Are you a fan of the Daredevil franchise? Is it one of his villains that's your favourite thing? Or is there a certain comic book storyline that was always your favourite of Daredevil's? Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, you guys know mine is always that Death of Elektra storyline. It's just so brutal and savage. It's such an amazing comic book. So you let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this review, because with it being a bit of an older review, if you enjoyed it, let us know. And thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Soup Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.